Welcome to Panels and Borders. I'm Dominic. So I was reading this story last night here on this website Inverse, and it's something I've wanted to talk about for a while, but really couldn't find a lot of worthwhile news about it. And it's about this Foundation TV series. So I'm not going to go through the whole article because this is kind of lengthy, but I'm just going to kind of hit the major points. So Foundation on Apple TV Plus. Release date, trailer, plot, cast, and more. Isaac Asimov's influential science fiction saga is coming alive on Apple Plus. One of the most foundational science fiction stories is coming to life on Apple TV Plus. Foundation, a new show based on a series of novels by Isaac Asimov, is getting the prestige TV treatment from the Cupertino tech giant. Here's everything we know so far about Foundation. While there is currently little officially revealed about the series, bookmark this page as we'll update this guide as first look previews, images, and trailers will be added when they're available. What is Foundation? Foundation is a new science fiction television series based on Isaac Asimov's Foundation novels, which are regarded as among the greatest sci-fi stories of all time. It earned a Hugo Award for Best of All Time series in 1966, beating out Edgar Rice Burroughs' Barzoom and Lord of the Rings by J.R.R. Tolkien. And then it goes on to just talk about where it's been quoted, and then it goes to talk about a trailer. Is there a trailer yet for Foundation? Not yet, but you might be able to catch glimpses of it in clip montage released by Apple during Monday's event. And then it talks about who's producing Apple's Foundation. Foundation will be produced by Josh Friedman, writer of Steven Spielberg's War of the Worlds, and David S. Goyer, whom you might recognize as his name pops up in films like Blade 2. He wrote that one. And Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, he wrote that one too. He is also the writer of Terminator Dark Fate, the sixth Terminator film that will ignore every movie after Terminator 2, Judgment Day, and reboot of the Mattel toy franchise Masters of the Universe. In television, which is the medium Foundation will be told, Goyer's credits include the 2009 ABC series Flash Forward and the 2014 NBC procedural horror series Constantine, and the 2018 sci-fi series Krypton, another science fiction epic about Superman's home planet trying to delay their own inevitable doom. And then, how will I be able to watch Foundation? The series will premiere exclusively on Apple TV, the tech giant's stab at a Netflix-like subscription service that will be online in fall 2019. So, I really like the idea of a Foundation TV series. So, if anyone doesn't know anything about Foundation Trilogy, now I read the Foundation Trilogy a few years ago. I actually have the book right here in my hands, my version. I got I bought it on the Science Fiction Book Club. They had it on there, and they had all three the books into one big volume. So the book basically, if you haven't read this science fiction book, you really have to go read it. It is just a really grand sci-fi. It's right up there with Dune and Lord of the Rings, of like classics that you have to read before you die. So what is it about? So basically the Foundation Trilogy is about humanity has now created a vast empire across the galaxy. And this empire has been reigning for thousands of years. And so there's this scientist called Harry Sheldon who is a psychohistorian. So basically he's developed this almost like a mathematical science where he can predict, looking I guess at past trends of how empires rise and fall and stuff like that. He predicts that the empire, this current empire of humanity, is about to fall. And then so anyway, no one believes him. All the people in power, nobody believes him that this empire is about to collapse. And so basically, the current empire is about to collapse, and the result of that will be 10,000 years of barbarism. So humanity is going to go through 10,000 years of barbarism before it gets back out of all the darkness and is able to form a new empire. So he has worked out this plan of a way to basically shrink this down to about 1,000 years. So instead of 10,000 years, you're going to have 1,000 years of misery, and then a new empire will come out of it. And so he uses this science called psychohistory to basically project what needs to be done with society, what things have to be moved around and manipulated going forward to create a new empire out of the old dying one. So basically he creates two foundations. So the first foundation is what the books focus on, but the second foundation is always kind of kept a mystery. And so he has predicted certain trials or certain catastrophes that are going to come about. And so he has it timed, because this story stretches out like years and hundreds of thousands of years into the future. So they always have, so he has predicted like moments in history in the future, or moments in the future where humanity is going to face, the Foundation is going to face certain crises. And so what happens is once they feel a crisis coming on, it's time that a vault opens up and there's a hologram of Harry Sheldon that tells them, gives them advice. This is the next crisis that you're going to have to face. And then that's how they kind of get. So it's a really fascinating book. I mean, it is just awesome. It's and it kind of goes on past the trilogy. He did some more books like Foundation's Edge and Moving Forward Foundation, all that. But I mean, if you really have to at least read the first 3 original Foundation Trilogy books. Now, getting back to this article about Foundation being on Apple TV. Now, I like I want to watch this series, but I don't want to subscribe to Apple TV because now you got the Disney live streaming, Netflix, and Crave. So I'm already subscribed to 2, Crave TV and Netflix. And so would love to see this somehow get put on one of the streaming services that I already have. Even though I'm not watching Star Trek Discovery right now, I can watch it. It's on Crave TV here in Canada. So I can watch Star Trek Discovery on Crave TV here in Canada, and I don't have to subscribe to the CBS All Access or anything. So it already is getting streamed on something I'm already subscribed to, which is what I'm hoping will happen with Foundation. But if it's just going to be streamed on Apple TV Plus, I'm not really happy about, because I'm not going to be able to watch it, and I really don't want to have to subscribe to another streaming service because it's just getting too many of them. But it would, depending on reviews and if I can get to see some episodes, depending on how good it is, if this is really good, if it's as good as the books, this is probably something I would probably collect on Blu-ray as the seasons come out. So I am really interested in this news. I think this is something that should have been made at least into a movie or a TV show a long time ago. And you can, when you read through the book, you can see there's a lot of little seeds in there about stuff that would come in later on with, that would come into effect with like movies like Star Wars and even Dune. They even have like personal shields, force fields in the Foundation Trilogy, like they have in the Dune books. And then their guns are called blasters, like in Star Wars, stuff like that. So it's a really awesome science fiction series that you really should watch. And the only other thing about this I don't like is David S. Goyer is attached to it. He seems to be attached to like everything. This guy's got his mitts in everything. So I don't know how involved he is, if he's going to be a writer or whatever. So I'm not really the biggest fan of some of the stuff he's put out. It depends on kind of who's in charge or who's overseeing him. But it just seems like everything he's into it now. Everything David S. Goyer is attached to it. It seems like everything that I'm looking forward to and I want to watch, he's somehow got his mitts into it. Like this Foundation TV series and the new Masters of the Universe movie. But no, it's cool news that this is happening. And it'll be cool to see who they cast in this series as the characters and stuff. And it'll be cool to see like if it'll be launched on anything else besides Apple TV Plus. And if it is just launched on Apple TV Plus, I'm going to find some other way to watch it or just buy it as it comes out on Blu-ray. So that's everything I got to say in this video. Let me know what you think in the comment section, and I will see you at the next one. Thank you to all of my subscribers, and thank you for watching this video. And if you're new to the channel, like, subscribe, and share. And don't forget to hit the bell icon for notification when new videos are uploaded.